Hello everybody, I am int3r4ct. This is Slay the Spire, rest in peace, boot artwork. Let's ascend with the character that doesn't talk very much. And try and remember how she works. Sure, upgrade neutralize. Sounds good. Oh boy. That last run with the Ironclad was something. Picked up Snecko, ran a little bit of a risk, and it sort of paid off, maybe? I don't know. I'm typically a pretty risk-averse person, you know? I'll take acrobatics. I mean, in real life, you know, obviously in this game, I should have taken the relic, because there's a shop right here to remove doubt, or regret, whatever. I wish I had the money for that. Typically, I'm a pretty risk-averse person. But you know, when it comes to card games, like I don't gamble or anything. I've never been to a casino to gamble or anything like that. In real life, I mean, of course. I did like very minor speculating on Magic the Gathering cards back in the day, but not, you know, nothing more than like nothing even triple-digit amounts of money. So I'm pretty, yeah, pretty averse to risk. Most of the times. But in card games, you know, no risk, no reward, right? So I might as well take risks when there's nothing on the line. Because obviously, like, you know, no one's got a gun to my head, like if you don't lose this Ascension run, you're dead. I mean, hopefully no one does. If they do and I don't know it, I'm honestly shocked that I'm not dead yet. Because, I mean, have you seen me play? Not what one would call consistent when it comes to the winning of this video game right here. Strength Potion's nice. So this is now discard one card at random instead of draw one less card. It's been a very long time since I've done any ascensions of any other characters other than the Defect. But as I said in the last run, now that he's out, I figured, hey, why not? Why not start messing with the other characters again? Now that he's old news, you know? It's not the hot freshness anymore. Gonna take some damage. We don't have our relic to save us from that. But that's okay. Because we got lots of block. And we took one out, which is always nice to do. So I remember the Silent being less aggressive than the Ironclad, so I should probably, you know, use my brain a little bit more. Possibly. Or just turn the brain off completely and let the instincts take over like I normally do. That's not... I mean, it's sort of a joke. It's a semi-joke, you know? That is kind of how I play. Where I just kind of click cards and let my lizard brain, as they say, take over and hopefully make the right decisions. For the most part, it works like, out occasionally. I remember Cloak and Dagger being really good. I almost am tempted to take Accuracy before I take Cloak and Dagger, though. Just so we have a guarantee that, you know, it's gonna... the shivs are gonna do a little bit more damage. I really want to upgrade. Probably... it's between these three, I think. Might even be... Survivor. This is only 3 more block, 3 more damage. This is 4 more damage. That's 4 more damage. Wowzers. I think for now I'm just going to go with Backstab because it's always going to be guaranteed open in my hand. You know, like right here, it takes out, say... I actually don't know which one I want to kill. I think the biggest nuisance is actually the Sneaky Gremlin. Normally I go for the Shield Gremlin. But I think it's actually Not the shield gremlin this time. And then we're gonna take out this fat gremlin. That's what he's called. I'm not insulting him. He's called, you see right there, fat gremlin. I'm not just a heartless human being, okay? I have feelings too. If someone called me a fat gremlin, I'd be pretty pissed off, but if it was, you know, under my feet, which would be, how would that work in real life? Am I the only one that thinks about things like that? Probably. But I'll often find myself wondering, you know, weird things like video game mechanics where like people's names and levels are above their heads, what that would translate to in real life. Do you ever have weird thoughts about stuff like that? It's like that, and then every dream I have is like something normal's happening, but for some reason there's a zombie apocalypse happening in the background. I've never been able to pin down why. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh yeah, I want a zombie apocalypse to happen, because I don't really know what the reasons people give are. I think one of them is like humanity sucks and needs to restart or something. I don't really agree with that. I mean, I think humanity kind of sucks, but I don't think a restart would really help, especially not a zombie apocalypse. It's kind of like wishing for nuclear war or something. It's just kind of a little ignorant, you know? But yeah, it'll be like, you know, oh, this is just like when I was in high school. You know, like, almost like I'm living out a high school memory, except for some reason there's a zombie apocalypse happening, or, oh, I'm out on a nice vacation with my wife, and they're zombies for some reason. Maybe I play too many post-apocalyptic video games. Maybe that's the reason why. I'm not making this up, by the way. I know that you have no way to ask my wife, but if you could... My wife. If you could, ask her, she would in fact confirm that I've multiple times told her this. That I'll randomly have dreams where it's just... for some reason there's a zombie apocalypse. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, we were on this really romantic getaway in the Bahamas, and there was zombies for some reason. I don't know, man. I don't know, is that just me? Am I just a weird person? Also, there's a lot of debate between whether people dream in color or not. I always thought that was an interesting debate. What do we actually want to use this pen nib on? Probably dagger throw. Let's use it on strike though, because we want to get through this fight. Thing is, I don't know that I can remember my dreams well enough to remember whether they were in color or not, you know? Ooh, this kind of sucks. We actually could have killed him with a steroid potion, I believe. We may actually have to do that anyways, yeah. I don't know, do you dream in color? Do you dream in black and white? Is there any way to really definitively tell which is correct and which is wrong? Oh, hey, shopkeeper. What's up? Die is really good. Accuracy, we have one Shiv card. Kinda iffy. Flash of Steel I like a lot. I don't know that this is even good at all. I'm gonna take Die and Flash of Steel. I probably should have removed a card. But whatever, dude. I don't care. 1,000 cuts? It's a little expensive. Although if we can pick up more Shiv cards. Got a few, you know, decently free-ish cards. I think I'm just gonna go with Cloak and Dagger for now. Play it safe. Okay, so let's make him vulnerable to start with, because we have all this initial early burst damage. There's a case to be made for keeping... Wow, that kind of sucks. For keeping Die until later parts of the fight, when you actually have multiple targets to hit. But, you know, I don't really know. I don't know how I feel about that. It might be, it's probably the right thing to do. But I saw an opportunity to... So you split it 30. I saw an opportunity to pretty much, do a lot of damage. And I took it because, you know, lizard brain and all that. But yeah, dreams can be weird sometimes, you know? And they're probably weird for everyone. I assume it's not a uniquely me thing. Because that would be extremely egotistical to think, right? But I just don't know if it's the same weirdness, you know? Like, I doubt everyone has the same, they always dream and it's a zombie apocalypse thing going on, but they probably have some weird aspect to their dreams that always shows up. Or shows up frequently enough to be noteworthy. I wonder if there's any, like, papers published by psychologists about that. That'd be an interesting read. The psychology of why people have weird out of the norm things happen in dreams. I think I'm just gonna sucker punch and get rid of a slime. No, Shiv is 100% better now that I'm actually stopping to think about it. Why would I not have Shiv'd there? Shiv would have made these split at a lower number. Yeah, Shiv was like 100% the call. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking about dreams is what I was thinking about. Again with this. Phantasmal Killers. Oh, it upgrades to be... Yeah, I'll take that. Give me a... Snecko Eye again. I definitely don't want Snecko Eye right now. I'll take Black Star. I don't... Snecko Eye messed me up last time. I'm not gonna run it back, you know? I'm not gonna let it get me a second time. I want to do it this way to maximize... Ooh, maximize how much plated armor I take off. Lantern, you know, kind of helps out. Kind of doesn't because, you know, we have a lot of... We only have one innate card, but it's free. So we do have that going for it. It's not enough to kill him. Is blocking 3 really worth it, though? How about we just cut the difference and do it like that? Another dagger throw. And the cycling's nice. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. What do I want to get rid of, though? What basic strikes? I don't know, do you ever have something weird that you're, like, thinking about all the time? I wouldn't say I'm fixated on dreams and what they... Not necessarily what they mean, because I'm not sure they mean anything. I'm not in the camp of people that are like, oh, if you dream about school, it means you're living in the past, or whatever, you know, I'm not too big into that. But I find myself constantly being like, you know, why is it always a zombie apocalypse? You know? Is it just that I grew up kind of, you know, reading books about that kind of thing and watching movies, and like, is that the reason, or is it just I think it'd be an interesting concept to live out, but I don't necessarily actually want to live it out because that sounds horrifying. And I think people that actually are like, yeah, bring on the zombie apocalypse are insane, or is it just something, you know, like the, I don't know, powerlessness or whatever the hell? That was actually really lucky. I was hoping we'd get a way to drop him to the ground. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll find out the answer. Probably won't be anytime soon. Ooh, adrenaline. What you got for me, bud? Well-laid plans can be okay. Outmaneuver doesn't upgrade to become free. I wish it did. I think I just want to remove a strike and move on with my life. Oh boy, snake plant. I don't know. What do you think about every day? I find myself thinking about stuff like that in like the shower as well, you know? That'll technically make it do more damage. Not by much. And I hate this guy. I also find myself like planning out what I'm gonna do in certain situations. This is probably gonna sound really weird if you've never heard anyone express this. And I don't believe I'm alone in this, but I'm one of those people that will like, when I'm have time to think, like in the shower or whatever, find myself like going through scenarios and what I would do in them, you know? I'm like, oh, okay, if someone, you know, walked up to me on the street today and said, you know, I'm gonna rob a bank, what would I do? And yeah, it's weird, but it's just, you know, like, that's just where my mind wanders to when I have free time. What would I do if someone told me they were gonna rob a bank? I don't know. I guess I should probably answer that question now that I brought it up. Most likely I'd like, I don't know if I try to get like buddy with them necessarily, but I definitely try and like find a way to like get their information and then like call the police, most likely. And, you know, be like, hey, this guy said he was gonna rob a bank, you should be on. I'd figure out what bank. But how would I do that without getting them to be suspicious of me? You see, this is the weird stuff that I think about sometimes. That was so stupid, why would I not just defend? I often think that as well. I often think this is really stupid, why would I waste pen nib on a neutralize? I don't actually, obviously, because as much as you may think it, this game is not my life. It's just a game I play for fun. But I do find myself wondering about those kinds of things. You know, what would I do? Like, how would, like, I'll go through, like, almost, like, branching paths of, like, you know, I'll start at the scenario, okay, someone walks up to you and says they're gonna rob a bank. And then I'll branch out from there, like, do I call the police immediately? Do I try and figure out which bank it is somehow? And then, like, warn the bank? Do I, you know, do I join them and rob the bank because I need the money? You know, just go through the branching paths that you could obviously logically go through. This fight's awful. I really need to, like, just drink every potion humanly imaginable and win this somehow. So that's what I do in my spare time. How about you? I'm insane. I'm not actually insane. Not clinically, at least. I don't believe. I'm not sure how you would actually get to a, what, like, the definition of clinically insane is. Or how they would determine that. Alright, he's finally dead. God, this damn shelled parasite, man. I think I'm gonna skip those. Definitely gonna rest. I have many ways to discard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, I have plenty. Anyways, back to the question. What would I do if I was approached by someone? See, because, like, if it was someone that I knew, right? Like, if it was like, a friend of mine, right? They came up to me and they were like, hey, yo, I'm gonna rob this bank. I obviously, like, I would know where they live. I might be able to talk them down. I'd probably try and talk them down from it. If it was someone that I knew, you know? If it was someone that I didn't know, it'd be a little bit harder to talk them down from it, wouldn't it? I guess you could try and talk them down from it. Probably just defend. So this is free, right? Nice. Doing 12 damage? That's not enough block. However, this is exactly enough block. Well, not exactly, actually. It's not enough block, but it is enough block. I do know how to do math, haha. So I guess, like, it'd be kind of hard to talk someone down who was, like, already really committed. You know? Committed enough to come and tell me that they were planning on doing it. But, like, what am I supposed to do, right? I don't think I'm, like, legally liable if they tell me and then do it. I don't believe I'm legally responsible. You know? I very well could be. I'm honestly not sure. Choke and Catalyst are interesting. I don't really think we have the decks for either of them, though. I don't think, because that's not like... I know there are some things where, like, if you don't actually commit the crime, but you have, like... Like, if I ordered... I think it's... I don't know if it's state to state, or if it's the entire United States, but if you, like, order someone to kill someone else, or you, like, get a hit out on someone, then you're also able to be charged with murder. So that's just a free draw 3 cards. It kind of sucks that it's worded that way, because I can't dagger throw and then do it. But, like, I don't think that works the same way with the bank robbery. I don't believe so. I don't know what I would do. I think it's just a really hard question to answer. So I have to dagger throw and hope something's free. And then I'm dead. And we'll never get to learn. I don't know. I'd probably call the police. Or, you know, subdue them somehow and then call the police. Although I don't know that someone telling me that they were going to rob a bank is actually enough evidence to put them away for robbing the bank. Either way, I'm not sure. What would you do? Leave a comment if you feel like telling me or talking about dreams or whatever other random nonsense I rambled about in this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like, subscribe for more in the future, and I'll see you in the next episode where we'll ramble about something else and probably get killed by Snecko Confusion again. Yay, Snecko Confusion. Anyways, see you. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.